What's going on, guys? This is Max Payne with the Why Not podcast, and today we're going to be discussing ARK, our journey basically from our first base to our last base with a three-man and then eventually a four-man tribe at the end of it. Enjoy. Start us from the beginning, from the when you first you said you seen us playing. Then when you hopped on, how was it going? Like, you know what I'm saying?
When we first played, it was sick, man. Like I have a clip of that as well to describe as well. That's perfect for it. Man, them knocking each other out. They were used to the game. We're not used to the game, but we know a little bit. We know we can knock each other out. So now we're having fun now.
We
As much,
also you have to let them know too. We learned like this is why I like art because other games you can't knock niggas out, right? So we learned like we were you know how niggas go. You're playing a game. Ashton's gonna punch me. Trey's gonna punch me. Like on some funny shit. We're just
yeah,
building some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I got knocked out, and I thought I died, but I was like, I still see you guys though.
yeah,
I'm like, this isn't like how you regularly die, you know? And
yeah.
then
Like usually a new
Ashton,
screen will pop up,
one
and
of you guys was like, "Yo, your body says unconscious," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm fucking knocked out." Like that's how we
that's
learned
how we
that shit.
found out that we got knocked out, or you can get knocked out in the game. So
Facts.
all the things that you could do in this game that we didn't know you could do, we had no idea you could do. There was no guidelines, there was no YouTube channel that you can just click how do you play this game or what to expect before you buy. What do you expect? No, there was none of that. It was we were playing the beta of this game. So we're playing the beginning versions of
There
this
was only
game
a few
before,
animals. Like there
you know what
was
I'm
like
saying?
T Rex, Raptor, Trike.
Before it fucking was in Walmart and Best Buy and all that shit, before
Yeah,
you can buy this game, we
one
were
map.
the test runners for this game.
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
I honestly loved it how it
it was
was.
great. Like being a gamer specifically, that was
Mm-hmm.
probably the best thing that I was testing a game, and it was
Facts.
a fucking good game to
Even
test.
though even though Arc kills me because it was in the beta for a long time,
It
but we
was
were in the real beta stage.
exactly.
Don't let this get you niggas
Uh,
confused
we,
that we're in the beta 2 years later. You
no, no,
weren't
no,
in the
no, no. You
beta. They
weren't
were
in the
just
beta.
lazy.
No.
If you guys were looking at fucking like Tyrannus Rexes and all these type of things, you were not in the beta, fam. I'm talking about one map. There was no center,
There's
no
no, there's
scorched earth, none
no,
of
there's
that shit.
no beam of light to show you where your
Yeah,
body is when you die.
facts. That is a good fucking
Okay.
point. You just put me on point with that. Like
You
I
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
hated that. When
Bro,
you
you
die,
had to find your body. And I
facts.
promise
Th-
you, if you don't know the map, it's not easy.
tell me I'm not lying, bro. If one of us died, say we're all you're getting wood, I'm getting thatch, Trey's getting flint or stone or some shit.
No, that stops.
No, but that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
As soon as you die, you're like shit. I went over here to get wood, and we all
Look for.
collectively
Mm-hmm.
go and chop every tree down, throw some of that shit out just so we can look around and find your body. And the worst part is, if the animal was like a, let's say you're chopping a tree and you hit a trike, it's not a carnivore. If
Yeah.
your body wasn't a bag, them things fucking either fly or they fucking like just look weird and glitch.
Yeah.
The bag is easy to find. You know what I'm saying? Like you can
Yeah.
chop some
Facts.
shit down.
Facts.
If it's just
The
your
body.
body, it's fucking hard
You
to
know
find your
ragdoll
body.
effect. You know what
Facts.
that does.
That's what I'm saying. You might get hit by the trike and fly completely further than where you
Every
should have flew.
nobody can doubt this as a gamer. You're playing a shooting game. You already seen this shit.
You know
You've
what I'm
seen
saying?
laggy ass shit. You can tell me that's just cheap. 2K players, you 100% know this. You know this, okay? You can't tell me nothing. You known lag. You known glitching. It happens, all right?
Now, for my people that don't know ARC, if you get hit by something that can like fling you, you know what I'm saying? If you die, your body just rubber bands. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Mm-hmm.
you jump off a cliff and get killed in the air, your body doesn't just drop down nicely to the floor. It like it'll probably take
Floats.
it like yeah, it'll float and float and float. It'll take it like probably 10 times longer than it normally would to fall down just regularly.
Mm. What started all this shit was you guys were trying to show me how to play this game. And then fucking you're just showing me the basics, you have to get a hatchet, you have to get a stone pick, you know what I mean? Get your water, you have to cook meat
The
too,
basics, yeah.
okay? So you need wood as well for that. All these things you need to build to make a fireplace. things like that. Building foundations, building walls, doors, you know what I mean, the roof, whatever. So we have a house now, a thatch house. So this is the weakest house you can build. All right?
This is our first base ever, by the way,
First
guys.
house ever.
For those of you that are familiar with Ark, fucking the cave next to Stonehenge. We ran through the forest in the nighttime, raining. You know how fucked up it was. We didn't have our gamma turned up because we were noobs.
Oh, gamma, my
Exactly.
that's
See?
another point.
Yeah.
That's another
So
point.
we're running through the trees, and we felt like we were running in the trees, and we were about to go build a fucking amazing in the cut. No one's gonna see us base, and we actually landed. We fell off the cliff from the trees and landed right in front of the cave next to Stonehenge in South Zone with the little
Mm.
scorpions and shit in it. And we thought it would be great to build a base right there. So anyone that knows Ark knows you're gonna die, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thatch base, continue.
We're just building our new house and a random guy comes out of nowhere on a bird. Comes in front of us, he's talking. We're all on mics, mind you. So we can hear any player that comes nearby. If you're in a certain radius, you can hear you talking on the mic. So he's like, he comes pretty friendly. You know what I mean? Like, how are you guys? You guys like the game? They're like, yeah, this game's pretty sick. You know what I mean? But in the back of our heads, I know I felt it. I know Trey felt it. I know Max felt it. It didn't. I didn't feel safe anymore.
He's probably like level 40, level 20 Tyran or RG with his
Mm.
brethren that's a level 40 or whatever. But we were so low, we felt the power basically, and that's what Arc does. If you're out there, you could be level 100, but if you're not ready, fucking three niggas from South Zone will come jump you with some bats
Yeah,
and make you run your fucking pockets though. And they have nothing to
yeah,
lose out there too.
yeah. Super
And
fast.
South Zone is different. So we felt the presence. There was if we wanted to fight him and he came differently, we wouldn't have been able to beat him anyways.
No,
So he was being nice and we were
he
being
was being
nice
nice.
almost
Yeah,
to like please spare us type shit.
basically. So we got a lesson real quick on how dangerous this game is. With this guy coming in and telling us, saying whatever, but us not feeling easy. So Trey decides to run,
Yep.
which was a good decision. We all wanted to run.
And the funny thing is we're running and it's not even like nothing on us mattered.
We don't have nothing
We had
at this
like
point.
probably not even fully clothed clothes yet.
Yeah, we didn't have.
Thatch
I was
house.
naked
Thatch
for
house
sure.
wasn't even built yet. Like we were going to get fiber in the cut to build the thatch house, and that's when we seen him just standing in front of our base. I think he might have already even broke the walls.
Possibly. We just didn't know. I think the door might have been open.
Yeah,
to
he
be
probably
honest.
already went in there like, what the fuck is this? And then we came around the corner to build more walls, and he was there, and we were like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't even finish building our house.
Yeah, it wasn't built yet. You
We
know
didn't even
what I'm
finish.
saying?
We were on the process of building a house. We are learning the game this way. We just put down a fireplace and a fucking, um, what you call it, storage box to add more shit. More resources can go into that, so we can build faster. But as soon as Trey ran, hopped on that RG, picked him up, put him right back in front of us, right where we were
And
before.
repeated the same question over. You know what
You
I'm
guys
saying?
having a good time in this game?
Fam, I
Bro.
felt like I was watching a fucking movie. Like he was Denzel, and he was just like, "Yo, come here for a second, bro. You know what I'm saying?" He's like, "I asked you a question. You
Yeah,
like the
dog.
game?"
That's what happened to
I'm
us.
like, "Damn."
That's what happened
this-
to us. And then after that, he proceeded to fucking murder us. Okay? Kill everything. Kill everything we had. Okay? So that means we start back punching trees to make a hatchet.
Yes, if you die, whatever you have on you is in your bag, which they can take, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna take all your shit. So if you die, you're basically you could be level 100 and shit. You just go back to level 1. If they kill your bed, you respawn somewhere random. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
It's
But
deadly.
basically, if they don't kill your base entirely, you can still fix up your base and start from like a better 0 point.
Yeah, pretty much.
You might have your smithy if they don't fucking break it or some shit, but
You can still rebuild, but you're back down to nothing.
it's really demoralizing when you have shit like thatch or wood or stone because I can break that with my fucking hatchet if I wanted to. So one rocket takes out stone. So when you're those levels, they usually destroy everything. when you're metal, that's the only time you get away. Like you have a huge base, so they could kill your shit, and then you come back and you're like, I lost my shit, but I still have the fragments of my base. I can
I can rebuild easily.
yeah. Like they only destroyed the 6 out of my 12 months that I played, but when they destroy everything, you're like you just took a year away from me.
Yeah,
It's dirty.
that's how it feels.
But see, that was a South Zone. That was our
South Zone was
first base.
deadly.
So then after that, we went to I think it's the West.
Went to the west after that.
I think it's the West. Yeah, yeah, it's the West. So we went to West Zone and we built up on the beach, which is a stupid spot. A lot of you guys, if you play Ark, built over there. I don't know what it's fucking called, but it's a little bit before the snow area, like the North Zone, right
You know
before.
where all those animals are fighting in the corner and they're just
Yeah,
banging
like
out
we
constantly.
built over there on a cliff, right before the waterfall, right before, but under the cliff. We didn't even build on the cliff like idiots. We weren't even thinking about like tactical shit. We were just like, oh, this looks cool. You know what I'm saying? So we built there now, and this is the times where everything was simple. I loved Ark. We built a little wood base, probably like 9 foundations. Nothing serious, no metal, anything yet. We built a little hatch. We can go on the roof. We got spikes around the fucking base and shit. We're painting like that's how comfortable we are. You don't paint unless you're like comfortable, and we felt like we were comfortable. And everybody knows once you feel comfortable in Ark, that's when it gets bad for you.
Yeah.
So me and Ashton are up there shooting random people that we see on the beach with arrows, like thinking it's hilarious. We didn't even know, like once you get better, I don't shoot random people because they could know a fucking guy who could come take me out right now. You don't start problems with people.
You
You
don't
defend.
start problems at all.
So we're over there just comfortable. We were just blessed, and we got the Sarco and the Pteranodon maybe same day, or I know for a fact me and you got the Sarco and Trey went to sleep. We stayed up till 7 in the morning
7 in the morning,
to get
guys.
this Sarco, and we started at probably like 7 p.m. if not more, because when we first started playing, we were on it, and Ark was bumping these times. Like anywhere you went in South, you seen 3 niggas with a fucking fireplace and shit. Now you play Ark, it's just dead. There's nobody out there. But we tamed a fucking probably like a level 60 Sarco. We were just learning how to tame, searching it up on Google. We got to the point where one of us wanted to go to sleep. All of us wanted to go to sleep, but it's like once you get to a certain point, you're like,
Keep her
let me
going.
finish this off. There's no point, or everything's wasted.
Yeah,
So we do
we
that.
gotta get at
And
least.
we're so noob. We didn't even have a fucking the whole time. We just sat next to the Sarco and fed him. We didn't make a little pen for him to be in or nothing. Once we tamed him, we put him in the water and hit him. And then our base is raided and the Sarco's gone. We don't even know about chat log or whatever to see like if our Sarco died. We just don't see him. So we're just like, yo, this nigga's dead. And then for some reason, we look up to the cliff above us and there's a full base over there with behemoth gates like overnight. Like we're like, yo, what
Mhm.
the fuck? We never even seen Behemoth Gates yet. We're like, yo, who the fuck is this? Did they just come through and build and then kill us?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's when we met my nigga Christopher Christ. I went up to his Behemoth Gate. He opens the door. He's up there farming. As soon as he opens the door, I run in and we knocked his bitch ass out. Shout out to you, Chris. I knocked you out solo too, solo.
Yeah.
And fucking I caged him. And then we're just sitting there like questioning him, asking for the Sarco, feeding him, doing
Was
all
it
this
Harry
type of
or
shit.
Chris?
No, it's Chris.
Oh,
This is
okay,
this is
okay.
this is before Harry.
Okay.
Chris is gonna introduce us to Harry too, though. But so then we're asking him. He's like, I don't know nothing about a Sarco. Like it felt like I was in a movie. He's like, I don't fucking know. He's like, I didn't kill your shit. I just fucking came here, you know. And then fucking, he's like, I swear I seen a Sarco in the water earlier, and I go into the water, but go like deeper. And since he was on neutral, he must have fought some shit and went a little bit deeper, but
Yeah.
didn't die.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, he's right here, fam. What
yeah.
the fuck? And then we bring him back.
We were so happy when we found him. We're like, yo, he didn't die? Holy shit, he's a savage.
You know what I'm
son."
saying? Then we started, I think, yeah, we just started being friends with him after.
Mm.
And we just tried to put like little gates around our shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then tell him about the frog. Because this is when the
Okay.
frog era came, and then the Carno. Then we made a raft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then that's when we met Chris Christ.
Yeah,
He's a veteran, by the way. He actually, all these people we're meeting right now is like crucial to the foundation. Like,
I know. It's
shout
so
out my nigga
crazy.
Cal, yeah, Calabino.
Kilbino is a savage. We have beer video on this guy too. Yeah, we have a one
You know
two.
what I'm
A
saying?
1-2, not too much, but
So basically, after we did that, now it's the rebuild process. It's like we rebuild, and for some reason, like when we're new, we don't know how we got killed. We're just like, oh shit, they got through our spikes. Let's put dino gates. They're big. We just surrounded our base and dino gates, and we honeycombed our fucking base, and then we put dinosaur gates, regular ones, not behemoths, just around our base, and we felt like we were safe. And this is where the frog comes in. You can hit him with the
so
frog.
now there's this fucking guy on a frog now. He tamed the frog in the swamp. We didn't even know about a swamp back then. These times we only know about.
We didn't even know about the north, and
We
we're
didn't
right
know
there.
about the cold area. We didn't know about. You know what I mean? All we knew was sand, dirt, grass. That's it. We're in the forest. We didn't know there was a swamp, but apparently, we found out because there's swamp creatures that fucking just poison you and just you drop out. Like we're knocking each other out. So this fucking frog comes out of nowhere and knocks me out. And I don't even remember the full story 100%, but all I know is I was like, fuck, man. They're at the fucking base, bro. They knocked me out.
Yeah, fact.
I call, yo, Max J, come through, fam. They came back. Fucking, they're banging out. I'm seeing this. I'm knocked out. My character is literally rock. Like, imagine your character. He literally makes a sound. He goes,
Yeah. And the crazy
when you
thing
get
is,
knocked out.
the crazy thing
Okay?
is, you've never seen a frog before, so you just you hear the thing of you getting hit, and you're probably just running at that point because you're just like, what the fuck, and then you just knock out. You don't even
Yeah.
know what the fuck's happening.
So, but I see him and I see stuff being taken out of my inventory.
Mhm.
You can be robbed
Mhm.
and see niggas rob you, but you're
And
not.
somebody robbing you and not killing you is way more disrespectful.
Way more- I'd rather
Especially because
die.
you feel like a nigga just has his hands are in your pockets, just rummaging you, man. And
Oh my
if they're in game chat too, to make it worse, you know how those
he's
niggas
dead.
get. They'll just be calling you racial slurs.
Oh,
And then
you know how
fucking,
it
then the
is.
fucked up thing is, you don't even know their name if they didn't kill you or talk in chat. A nigga just walked up and robbed you, and he could come chill with you the next day and not even do nothing.
Yeah,
You
I've
wouldn't
done it
even
to
fucking
people.
know. He's your neighbor.
I've done it to people
Yes.
because of this game.
I
It
love
turned
it.
me into a different person.
Shout
I'll
out
tell,
my
I'll,
shout
I'll
out my
tell that
nigga
story
Gabe
later.
too.
I'll tell that story later
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Shout out my nigga Gabe.
Remind me, because I might forget.
I robbed a very good friend of ours.
Oh man.
Not at the time though. I'm not a snake. But yeah.
But this is what this game. You see the story when I say when I talk about Pablo. You already seen how that could alter your mentality. Like our mentality at the beginning was, this is cool. We're learning together. It's a brand new game. We don't even know about certain things that are gonna
Hey,
happen.
let's paint.
You know what
Let's
I'm
do
saying?
this.
Oh, you can get knocked out. This is fucking hilarious. We can knock each other out.
And
this
then
is
when
fun.
then when a nigga pulls up on you and shows you that, yeah, nigga,
you can lose everything.
you better go play PVE with your dumb
You're
ass.
dead.
You know what I'm
How about
saying?
you restart everything you did today?
Real shit.
It's 3 hours in of what you
Fam,
just did.
You could literally play this game for 16 hours straight, put so much work in, and one guy could come through for 30 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever,
And take
and
that away
completely make you want to install or uninstall the game.
from you. And
Or
you
just
paid
pull up
$80 for it
Yeah.
because it's on the market for $80.
everything that you just did for the last shit. You're lucky if you did something for 16 hours and a nigga comes up and kills you. When you work for this shit for a year straight and niggas come through and wash you, it really makes you fam. This is the
But we've been washed so many
That's what I'm
times.
saying.
That's the
this
crazy
is the
part.
only game that when you log in, my heart's beating. I'm like, oh my god, I just don't want to see at the top of my screen.
You've been killed.
You've been killed
This
by.
has died. This has died. All your
See,
tames
the
are
worst.
dead.
The worst is when you die and it doesn't even say you've been killed by Ashton level 100 or whatever. It just says you've been killed because you know they raided you and took your body to the water or some shit and drowned you
in the water.
so that you do not know. Like for the people that don't play ARK, if you don't physically kill someone or kill someone with your tame, you do not know who killed you unless you were online and seen their name or they talked in chat. Somebody could theoretically come raid your whole base if they don't break any of your structures. Actually, I think the structures they don't even say your name no more now. You have to kill a tame or a
No,
person.
it just says it's destroyed.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if they don't kill you personally, they can take your body. If you're not online, you're sleeping there on the floor. Then that's even worse. You get murdered and you're like, I don't even know who
Who
do
do
I
I
ride
kill?
out on?
Trust me, I've done it to people I know.
Facts.
It's deadly.
So where do we get off? So the turtle or the frog came. We started getting raped. Like this is a reoccurring thing too. Like he never really
This wasn't
raided
the
us.
first time he
Yeah.
got us. Yeah.
He never really raided us. He would just come through, jump over our gates, knock us out, take our
Mhm.
shit,
Mhm.
and just fuck up, like kill our tame. He was just being a little nuisance, and he would come back every day. And we were so dumb. We were like, "How the fuck is he getting over the gates?
Mhm.
He's jumping."
He's just jumping.
We
That's
didn't
it.
even put two and two together. It's a fucking frog, my nigga. It probably jumps, but we don't know this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That battle though as well. Fucking you guys came back. You saved me. I woke up. I started fighting. Whoever I saw, we were killing shit.
Facts.
Cause we were fighters at the end of the day. Regardless of what the game is, yes, it's a grinding game. I want to bang out. I want to fight.
And this is what the game teaches you. You start off just like admiring how crazy it looks, going to different zones and seeing different animals and just saying, oh, we could do this, we could build this. And you start to realize maybe I don't need a spiral staircase and I waste 30 engrams on that. Maybe I need a fucking pistol so I
Mm-hmm.
can shoot some shit. Which is how
Exactly.
we segue into the next part.
Oh man.
So this nigga was fucking us up and we were kind of just searching like, yo, how the fuck do we fight this nigga back? Like, we can't do no damage. These times there was no bolas, by the way, too. So you niggas that are gonna be like, oh, you should have just bowled the frog, and nah, nigga, like
There was no
we're in the
bolas.
beta, fam.
Okay, beta.
So
Understand that.
so we figure out that we need to get metal. The closest metal to us was like volcano or some shit like that, but we had no birds. So we got a pteranodon like an idiot. Didn't even know them times I could go a little bit further down the waterfall and see RGs and get an RG, but that's a different story. The pteranodon happened to be outside our base type shit. You know what I'm saying? It took us forever to tame it. At that point, I think we even tried to put berries in him. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're just doing dumb shit. We get the pteranodon. And we start doing metal runs. I think Trey with his gear and shit, he could probably carry like 60 metal per run. Like something
Yeah.
stupid. Like it was so shit. Like these times, that was a lot to us though, because the only metal we seen was metal, like those little circular rocks by the water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And we'd hit that to get like maybe three metal,
three metal,
maybe
yeah,
a little bit of metal, and we'd work off that. That's how we
facts.
used to get metal. Not the big rocks, none of those fucking big
Exactly.
rocks. The small
The
little
small little
pebble,
round rocks. I know
round
my ARK
pebble.
niggas know what the fuck
You
I'm talking.
know
They're
around.
only by the water.
You could even say the A rock. You
Yeah,
say the A
yeah,
rock
you
in
know what I'm
South
saying?
Zone.
All those
You
little
know
rocks over
around
there.
there, that area has a bunch of those little rocks.
And you can get metal from every rock, but like the possibility of it is like extremely low. But I feel like those little circular rocks by the water were a higher possibility because I
Yeah.
used to get like two or three from
The
each
two or
of
three all
those.
the time. It's like, yo, why am I even trying with the big rocks? It's not working out.
But then when you go to the mountain, it's just pure metal and like a little bit of stone,
You
right?
didn't even know
So we
about
do
that.
that, and we accumulated like we're so shit. Like we accumulated enough to make like not even flak or like metal tools, or actually no, we made enough for all of us to get a metal hatchet and a metal pick, no fiber or a sickle.
Yeah, none
And
of
then
that.
we were instead of getting pikes, we didn't even really know about pikes. We just bought one pistol, and probably like 12 bullets or some
Yeah.
shit. We thought we were nice. Literally, this is a moment where like Trey pulls the stick out. He's just waving it around. We're looking at his character. We're like, yo, this is crazy. You have a pistol? Like,
Yeah,
yo,
like, this is the
we
first
really
time we
came
see.
up,
This is
fam.
the first time we seen a gun in the game.
You know
So
what I'm
like, we
saying?
made it. You have to make everything you get in this game. So first time we make a gun. First time we're ever seeing it in the game. This is a prehistoric game. There's fucking dinosaurs everywhere. We have a
Yeah.
pistol in our hands right now. This is
Yep.
different right now.
So we're feeling,
Who
we're
can
feeling,
fucking
we're
fuck
feeling
with
like we're
us?
invincible, right? So literally, like I couldn't even make this fucking shit up. This just sounds so coincidental. Literally, as soon as he's sitting there, we're like, yo, that's crazy. All you hear is tink, 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 tink. Boom! Fucking grenade. And it's not even the frog nigga. This is just like, I'm telling you, back in these days, you were available to get raided by anybody. And we're built right on the beach. Like, everyone's going to attack you. So, grenade blows up. And then fucking Trey hops out. He hops out the front door, empties the entire
Empty.
clip, doesn't kill anybody, didn't kill nobody, and we all felt like we're like, yeah, I bet you they're scared now. He's like, yo, I slapped it off on these niggas. It was crazy. So they boom, they just continue to blow the shit up, right? And then we honeycombed our base nice though to the point where like they blew up our base, but they could only get in from one wall length, like a doorway.
Yeah.
So they're coming in through the doorway, and it's just a spear war.
It's a fucking bang out.
It's a
in the
bang out.
fucking
So
Ark
there's three
crib.
of us and three of them, and this is why I say I like old Ark because it was a fair fight and it was fun. It's different if a nigga came with a Giga, we had no fight. We could have won that
Yeah.
if we did it smarter, but they had pikes. They had metal pikes. They didn't even have flak.
Yeah.
But they're sitting there. They're
I think
doing.
they sort of had hide and
They
shit.
had hide, so
Yeah.
they're doing more damage than us because we have spears. But if we had pikes, it would have been a more even fight. But that's what you learn. Now we're like, oh shit, yo, that nigga had a metal spear. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Then we start getting,
And this is right after making a gun, which is funny.
you know what I'm saying?
We have a strap and we still got disarmed.
Exactly.
Technically.
And then at this point, this is when we still I think that circle thing was after this. Cause we said the circle thing, cause I'm pretty sure afterwards, this is when we were like, yo, let's just build a raft. Cause we realized we could build on a raft. And I remember us driving around on the raft and the circle was following us. And then we sold the Sarco to those niggas on fucking Herbivore Island.
We sold our first tame.
Yes, it was crazy because yo, fam, this is how crazy it was. I don't know what level the Sarco was, but it had to at least be a decent.
It was a
decent
because remember it took us.
It took us a
how
long time,
bro?
and fucking people bought it off us, right? So basically, after we got fucking raided by those guys. We ended up getting raided by like a nigga with a Carno and fucking all this different type of shit. So basically, we were just getting fucked all the time. This is the thing about ARK, bro. Like if you're really out here on this server, like I know you. Like you see niggas you know, and you're like, I remember
what you did to me back then. It's deadly.
So that same nigga on the frog that was jumping over, fucking us up, he would still fuck us up after we just got raided by these niggas with the pistol and shit. So he came back one night. And I remember we were laughing about this because we were black characters. We're all black, by the way, so this is not racist. But we fucking, we were when it was nighttime, you couldn't see us, my nigga.
Yeah.
So I think it was Ashton or Trey or me. One of us got knocked out, and he was rummaging through his body, and he hopped off his frog. And then the other two of us came and knocked his bitch ass out. And
that was the time I was talking about.
We took all his shit, his long neck and shit like that. We didn't kill his frog though. We tried to, but then his niggas started coming up and piping shit.
Helping.
Then we cut into the woods and we seen him looking around for us, and he had a long neck too. And me and Trey were on one side, and you were on the next side. And you came down and killed him.
Yeah.
And then I had that nigga's long neck that I took, and he respawned. He's naked. And I sniped his bitch ass from the top of the mountain.
I remember that.
And then when they respawned, they just got back on their boat and they fucking cut.
Yeah.
And we were like, yo, I feel like the fucking
on
man
boat.
right now.
They're on the boat though.
Yeah,
that's where they slipped
exactly.
up.
So we
we
seen their boat, and this is back in the day when there was no Leechy-saurus, whatever it's called, that big ass fucking
raft killer. Fuck
Nah,
that shit.
you could park your boat on the end of the fucking map, and that's how you hid your shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so because we seen their raft, we were like, yo, they have a house on the fucking raft. No wonder we can't find these niggas. Fucking, I didn't even know you could do that with a raft. So we make a raft, and we're like, yo, I think it's time to fuck this spot, fam. We're getting killed over here. We're getting killed over there. If we just live on the raft, we can just keep moving.
Exactly. Now we're always mobile.
You know what I'm saying? So we make a little base on the raft, and we still have our Sarco. We fucking drive off and fucking, I think we got to, it's probably Herbivore Island, not Carno. But you know, we're just driving around. Like at this point, we're looking at the winter.
We're just taking. At this point, they turned, because of Pablo, because of this guy on the frog, they turned us into pirates. Now we're killing shit. Now if we see you, you're dead. If we can see you on the beach, or if we see you nearby the waters,
it's over
you're
for
fucking dead. We're killing you. We're taking your shit.
We're not even thinking about, like, we still haven't even gotten to the big aspect of, like, it's political out
It's
here.
political,
now,
but
that
we don't
played
even
a game,
care.
we wouldn't attack random niggas like that. But back then,
we're just law-abiding citizens at this
we've
point.
had moments where we killed level 100s just because they were slipping, and we didn't realize that the repercussions are we're dead. This is the point where now we're just like Vikings. I think pretty
We were
sure
Vikings at this point.
I'm pretty sure we did keep our base where it was right there, but we were just on the raft. We didn't really care about the base, but we had it for like a bed and shit. Like we didn't
It
delete
was more
everything.
for because now we're thinking tactics because of what they did to us. We're thinking tactical. How can we survive? What's the best way to survive? Because niggas are gonna kill you. At some point, somebody's gonna take your shit.
So now we're trying to keep shit safe. So we still have our base, but we kept all of our good shit on our boat, and we would park our boat right at the end of the map, but like directly parallel to our base type shit, right? So we're driving around. We got to like Herbivore Island with the Sarco, and some niggas were out there. And every nigga that we seen, we've never seen one guy that was cool except for Chris. But like we caged him at first, so it's kind of hostile now because he probably wants to kill us too now, right?
Yeah, we weren't sure, even though they were being cordial.
We weren't sure if they were gonna do some shit, right? So if I remember, we were just driving the fucking boat, and then just like we're like, oh my god, there's fucking sharks out here, and obviously sharks are chasing our boat because we have our Sarco on follow, just like
Yeah,
following the raft, right?
yeah,
So we're sitting there like crossbowing fucking the Sarco and shit like that. And then fucking we stop at the island because they're like it's getting deadly. These sharks keep following us. I wonder why. Like you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And then so some niggas they were built on the island, and they're just like, yo, what are you guys saying? I think they invited us to a party or it was game chat. I think we were just all in game chat this time.
yeah. It was pure
And
game
they
shit.
were cool though, and they're like, "Yo, that circle is nice. I'll buy it off you." And he bought it for like 150 ingot or some shit. What is
And
that?
now
That's
thinking
like
back on it,
300
that's
raw metal.
nothing.
Yeah, he said that, and we were like, "Oh my
We
god."
can get so we were thinking like, okay, we can get so much metal right now.
But to be honest,
We're gonna be able to make maybe a one gun,
you know what I'm
maybe two,
saying?
maybe we all will have a strap,
And metal
and we're on the
tools, and
boat.
yeah, like I don't even think
That's
we
all
had
we were
flag.
thinking
We
about.
didn't even have
We didn't even
flag
care
yet,
about
so
flag.
but technically it was a good deal though because we didn't need that shit following us. It was gonna die eventually. So
Yeah,
fuck it, dog. You
we
know what I'm
couldn't
saying?
maintain that. We
But
weren't
we
even ready
didn't.
to maintain
But we
it.
didn't even know. Like we basically made a good decision, but like on accident. So we did that, and then fucking we're just driving around. We're seeing swamps and new animals and shit like that. And we pull up on a base, and this base is basically by it's by Red Ob. It's a little bit further into. It's like South One, South Two. It's on a little hill. I called it the Beano Hill because that's what their tribe was called, the Beanos. And the funny thing was, the person that was built there was the same guy that we caged on top of the hill from our old spot. He had moved over there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we would pull up and then we would raid him. We always liked it because he would always fight back. And he had a tribe full of a couple people, so like we would always bang out, but we were
Yeah.
always like a little bit ahead of them. And then we would leave, come back, and then eventually we came back to their base, and we had like all metal,
I
metal
know.
raft, flak. We were just like we were. They had
Now we're not
dillos.
playing.
They had dillos and like tranks and shit, and it was such a fun battle because every time we came back to their base, we would grief them, I guess, but we didn't really take that much or
Mm.
destroy their base fully because we didn't have enough to hold or, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We'll just take
you
their
take
metal.
what you can. Yeah.
Yeah, so we would do that, but every time we came back, his base was 2 times the size that it was before. Or he had behemoth gates now, and we would come up and be like, "Oh my god, our grenades are doing no damage." So we searched up how to make C4, and then we got C4, and
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? But
They almost we were both rookies, both
yeah,
novices learning how to play the game
at the
and
same
just
time,
becoming better off of each other without knowing. You
facts.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So the funny thing too is every time we would pull up to their base, like this specific time, this is the most notorious because this is where we're gonna meet my nigga Harry. We pull up, right? We pull up. At this point, we've probably raided them like 5, 6 times. Maybe I'm capping on 5 or 6, but it was definitely more than twice. But you know what I'm saying? So we pull up, same raft, looks exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? We see Chris. He's like getting metal on
Yeah.
the beach or a stone or whatever, you know. And then we can tell he sees us, and then he just runs all the way back to his base. He's naked right now too, so he runs back to his base. Then he comes outside full flak, crossbow. You know what I'm saying? Like he's ready. He's ready. And then He had like a bunch of
Ready.
dillos and fucking like random little animals and pteranodons, but they were all low level, right? Harry was out there too, and fucking we go in there and we're fucking them up. Like we personally were fucking them up, but they're pteranodons doing some dumb shit. There's no bolas at the time. I'm just like,
Mm.
fuck, dog, yo, run back to the boat. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We kill other animals and then we come back up there to fight. And Chris hit me with a trank. I didn't even
Oh
know. Like
shit.
I was like, what the fuck, dog? And fucking, I just knocked out.
Oh
And I'm
man.
like, yo, he's gonna take my shit. And Trey's standing over my body with a sword, and he's just fucking spamming. And Harry and Chris are sitting there trying to like stab up Trey and shit. But Trey has the sword. You know the sword
Yeah,
does
sword does
damage. You
way
know what
more
I'm saying?
damage. Yeah.
And fucking, he's going to work. And then after that, I forget. I don't know how the convo happened, but we ended up like, yo, we should team up.
Hmm.
And the merging shit was all fucked up back in the day.
I know merging was
So
different. So we became one.
yeah, it was. But remember, they could have fucked us up too because we went down to the beach, and I remember we were all together like in like a meeting type thing, and then we were trying to merge, and in trying to merge, we ended up giving our entire tribe to them.
Hmm.
So like we merged, and then it was like our boat, the whole metal
Right.
boat.
If
It was theirs,
if
but
they wanted to,
they could have
coulda
just taken
taken
all our
everything.
shit.
Yeah.
Every basically, we gave up the rights to our tribe to them,
Yeah.
and then they ended up
Unknowing.
yeah on accident, and then they
Yeah.
gave it back, and then we ended up figuring out that yo, let's just have one tribe. I don't know if we did two tribes, and we
I
just
think we merged.
because there was no ally or nothing back there. I think they just ended up joining our tribe, but I'm not sure. I'm not.
Hmm.
I don't remember on that one.
But
But
yeah, that even that is another full story
yeah,
in
that's
of
a
itself.
that's when we started going into the pirate area or the era.
Hmm.
But we can't go into the pirate era. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to hear some more about the pirate era, that's a whole,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Even the
it's
era
there-
that we did before
there's so
that
many things that we can really talk about in
for like
detail
an
certain
entire
stories
day.
that we had.
So
That
now
are
because we
deadly
merged
stories.
tribes,
You know what I'm
we have
saying?
two ships now. We're starting to get electronics. Like we have a fridge and a generator and all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? And we've been just parking at the end of the map and logging off. But depending on where we're at, whenever we feel like logging off, it would be a change. You know what I'm saying? So one night we go to park out at the end of the map to just log off, and we see the same nigga that used to pull up on our first base with
That
the
same
boat
frog.
and his frog sitting on top of his boat.
Oh no!
What did we do, Ashton?
Oh no! Is that the same frog that used to grief us? Is that the same frog that used to rob me and knock me out? I think it's time to end the life of that frog. It's done
Yeah.
it's done a lot of damage.
How good did it feel too?
It was a great feeling. It was great. It was dead at night in the
Yeah,
sea.
facts.
Imagine dead at night in the sea. You're sleeping, you think you're nice.
And you know what the crazy thing is too? We didn't have no explosives.
No.
All we did was pure fucking
Spear.
just time and dedication to break
Jump.
your one stone wall.
Also, glitching is another
Glitching,
key
yeah,
reason to
glitching into
why
boats
we
and
killed
shit.
these people.
It takes time, but you can like go in the side of your house and then drive your raft into another person's raft and
Become
eventually glitch inside of the
their
raft. You
raft.
won't be able to get outside, but you can fucking destroy everything inside their raft and kill them.
And then come back outside.
And then just kill yourself and then come back outside into your boat. If you have no explosives to actually get through their boat.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Which is what we
Otherwise, if you did use an explosive to get on their boat, you'd probably break the raft. Everything
It's
on
gone.
their raft,
It's at the bottom
all
of
of
the
your
ocean.
stuff is at the bottom of the ocean. If you don't have no tame to get to the bottom of the ocean, you are not getting anything. Could you imagine?
Oh, it's happened.
Back in the times when
You see now when your raft dies, your bags float.
yeah,
They didn't
there's
used
no
to float.
floating.
There was no floating.
It drops wherever
the
you
bottom
are
of
to
the
the
ocean.
bottom, exactly where you were.
You couldn't even get that if you had scuba. So that was great because that was our first. That's probably our first revenge.
It was our
Taste
first
for blood.
revenge. It felt great.
There's even more stories. There's way more stories during the pirate era. Like the time we killed some niggas that were like level 100 doing a metal run and we had to give their shit back because we were riding around with turrets on top of our boat on fucking attack alls, fucking no warning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kill everything on sight.
but that's different. So eventually we kind of started getting hated a little bit.
KOS
Not KOS yet. This is after this one. We built. Oh fuck! There's two of them
on
actually.
the
We built.
obelisk or no?
Nah, we
What you
built
call
right by
it?
the cave. This is the one where Trey made that big tower and he had the drinking spot at the top of
Oh,
it.
are we talking about
That's where, yeah,
that?
that's where
This
we
is
went.
when This is with Calabino, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is all of us together.
Okay, so
We ended up
this
joining tribes
we joined tribes, and
with the same
now
people that we were already doing the pirate shit with.
we know a little bit more about the game. We have a little bit more knowledge. We feel a little bit more calm. You cannot feel calm in this game. If you feel calm in this game, that's what bad things happen. So now what we do, we build a house, a nice crib. Fucking we had beer.
To
We had a
us,
tavern.
to us, it was nice. It was a bunch of stone.
Yeah.
Just to put it in
We're
perspective,
trying to make a tavern.
it was a bunch of stone. Yeah, a tower, a bunch of stone. Fucking dinosaur gates surrounding our base at the cliff of a mountain. We thought that if we built a super high base, that people wouldn't be able to kill it, not knowing that a nigga could just fly on top of our base and blow it up from the top. You know what I'm saying? Like one of our niggas, Bryce, was doing metal runs out of fucking Fomia. That's how you know it was. It was. We were still noobs, but we felt like we were nice because we had like 8 people in our tribe now. We joined. Harry was there. Chris was there. Kale was there. I was there. You were there. Trey were there. You know what I'm saying? Like
We had a group.
we
We
felt
had a
like it was
team.
nice.
We had a tavern. We had a place where we could drink. You can get drunk in this game as well. Um, you know what I mean? Taming stuff. You know what I mean? We tamed a yeti. There's yetis in this game as well. Tamed the yeti. Called him Bigfoot. He was a
Oh,
great
not the
guy.
Yeti, the fucking Gigantopithecus, the Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
We
what I
tamed one of
mean.
those.
Oh, Yetis
Yetis,
are
the
Atlas. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Sorry to
No,
mix
but
the
I'm
two. But
pretty sure there's. Oh yeah, it is Atlas. Yeah.
Yetis are Atlas. But yeah, the Bigfoot. We had. Do we have any Rexes? I don't know if we had
No,
any.
we had
We
like
didn't have any big.
Stegos.
We didn't have
We
anything
had
big
RGs,
too.
but we only had RGs because ARK Trading Company. We would make him gunpowder, and he would trade us RGs. Yo, shout out to ARK Trading Company, man. I'm surprised that you got raided, but the funny thing is that's a whole nother story too because
Yeah,
ARK Trading Company got raided by hashtags, and that was the beginning of hashtags.
that's
Hashtags used to just be
crazy.
3 niggas, and they were the first niggas to come on our server and wipe niggas with pteranodons. Niggas didn't know about the barrel roll and
Mm,
all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But
wow,
that's a so
that's
we
crazy.
only had like Stegos and RGs and the Gigantopithecus for no reason. We just thought it was cool. We could put a helmet on him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but yeah. So a few days later, I don't know if it was a few days. Felt like it was the day after we built
We were there
what we
for a
did.
decent, maybe like a week tops.
I don't know why, for some reason, it feels like it was the day after, but it wasn't. But
It's
anyways,
always too
one of
soon.
those nights, one of those days, you wake up Saturday, Sunday. I don't know what day it was.
It was
I remember.
memory.
I remember it so vividly. My girlfriend was there. I logged on. I woke up, and there I look up. Guess what? Guess what's chomping at my house? A fucking T Rex.
And it's not a
It's
wild
biting.
T Rex.
It's not a wild T Rex. Somebody's
On
tamed
top
that
of
T
that
Rex and is biting into my crib. And he's raiding our base, and he probably killed everything outside my crib.
Yep.
And I literally have nothing on my character right now. I don't have no weapons.
Even if you had shit, this is the thing
Couldn't do
about
anything
ARK
about
is
it.
like we felt like we were nice, but I was online for the original starting of the raid.
Mhm.
We couldn't do anything. All we had was spears, and like we didn't know about turrets or plant species. Like we were
Mhm.
just sitting ducks.
Basically.
You basically just picture like a nigga breaking into your house in real life,
Mhm.
and you're just helpless.
Yeah.
You just sit there and you're like, buddy, come on, man, and he's just like, and he just
Yeah. It's just like, no, I'm taking your TV. I'm taking your
Yeah.
Xbox. I'm taking your couch.
murdering you,
I'm taking your fridge. I'm
killing
taking
your dog,
all that.
yeah, killing your kids, like it's,
Everything.
it's over. Your friend's not even online, but his body's sleeping over there in the corner. And
Yeah.
he's dead now.
Yeah. When he respawns, he's gonna respawn random on the world, not back in his safe in his house. So after all that happened to us, as I said, how many times you already heard devastation happen in this game? Devastation, not oh you lost. You lost the game. Just take off the game. It's not that bad. No, no, no. Devastation. Okay?
Everything's gone.
Devastation. That's the level that this game got to.
They raided us seemingly for no reason, but apparently one of our friends, Harry, had a friend that was playing with us as well, and he knocked out some guy. Because back in the day, you see a nigga, you just fuck it,
You
dog. Like
fight.
you don't know about like the consequences of killing a nigga who's really that guy. So one of our low level guys seen a guy in the woods, and to be honest, in this game, you could be highest level. If you're slipping, fam,
You're
you're
sipping.
slipping.
You're
So
sipping.
he's probably in the woods getting some wood or some whatever, and one of our low level guys knocked him out with a bat. In Ark, you can have a lot of health and you could withstand stabs, but if you don't have a lot of fortitude, couple hits from a bat, you're knocked out, and you could just take your shit. So he took his shit, and we were laughing about it, but it turns out he was in that big tribe that just raided us. So that was the reason why we got raided, but we didn't know till after.
Big lesson in ARK for all you
Big lesson.
newbie ARK players. Don't talk in chat. Don't make mistakes. Try your best to not be confrontational. You want to fight with somebody, you don't know if that guy's gonna come back for you.
Facts. The only way you can live in this game is with politics.
Politics is
we'll get to
very
that in
important.
the City of Light era.
Yeah, when we get there.
Shout out my nigga Harry.
LA?
So after this, we were doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
We would do little dumb shit like they were taming something. We would try to fuck them over, but we never really successfully. Like shout out my nigga Chris. He snuck through their base and found a hole under the behemoth gate, killed a couple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they just didn't like us.
Chris became a full fledged
Chris,
troll.
yeah, this is the beginning of
Mind
Chris.
you, you don't even know.
Yeah.
He became an actual
My
veteran
nigga Chris
troll.
and my nigga Kale. Kale was the shooter. Chris was the little mastermind. Like, yo, I just walked over to their base and I found out you could sneak in from the north side. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was Chris. We go now and we're like, yo, fuck these niggas. We go move somewhere else. We go north now by Polymer Mountain
Mm.
at the base, right by the Spino River, a little bit into the woods.
Yeah.
Finally got some turrets now at this point, plant species, behemoth gates. There was a point where we seen a Giga, and this is the first time I seen a Giga, right? So in Ark, there's a T-Rex. T-Rex is very scary, but realistically, you could kill a T-Rex pretty fast. On like a scaling of power level from T-Rex to Giga, it's fucking completely different. I seen a Giga, I'm like, yo, that's not a T-Rex. What the fuck is that? Like, we don't even have spy glasses at this time. And then my nigga Harry is like, yo, don't touch that. It's a fucking Giga. It'll do some fucking damage. But us being noobs still, we didn't even know about that. I have a video of this too. We start shooting the Giga, and it was literally a battle for like 3 Arc days. We didn't know that it could actually do damage to behemoth gates, so it's hitting our behemoth gates, killing our plant species. We had to turn all of our turrets on all targets to fight this Giga.
Yeah.
And then I'm shooting it with like an arrow, like a bow and arrow, not even a crossbow, fam. You know what I'm saying? We end up killing it, barely get experience. There's like berries in his fucking inventory. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I
you
was
got
like,
a lot of
fuck. I
meat,
was like,
but-
why the fuck we have no bullets now? Like, why do we do that? And Harry's like, I told you. And
Yeah.
then we ended up getting raided by the same tribe, Memory.
I remember, because you know me, I was a different type of player. I was always in the cut. I was always outside.
Yeah.
I was always getting resources and doing something. I had some food for the mandem if they were outside doing something. I was like, yeah, go to the fireplace. I got some
Facts.
food for you or whatever.
If you played on 60, you know Ashton because he was that nigga that was always outside.
I was
You're gonna
always
find a
outside.
random
you
storage
seen my
box.
storage box somewhere. You seen it in the
Random
water.
storage.
In the, north.
water, on a mountain.
You seen it on a mountain somewhere. You seen my storage box 100%.
If Ashton's in your tribe, there's no shortage of cooked meat, metal, thatch, fiber, stone.
Things you
that's
need, fam.
Flint.
I
Like
got
that's what
you.
he does. Like I can go over there and build some shit because he's got storage boxes
I
just
want
full
to
of
get
shit.
this
you know
shit
what I mean?
done because this game takes long. It's a long process. I know that resources are important. Let me grind that. I'll spend a couple hours, 3 hours on that shit.
Facts.
Grinding. Literally
Facts.
grinding.
Smoking spliffs,
Smoking
drinking beers,
spliffs.
just grinding and shit. Listening to
I don't
some
know what it
music or
is.
something.
It's almost therapeutic. I'm chopping wood. I'm working.
Ark, yeah, you're working. Ark is the type of game,
You
like,
see what I'm
especially if
saying?
we're
Like,
all online at the same time, we could just be talking about
we're not even worried
regular
about
life
the
shit.
game, fam. We're
Yeah,
having conversations about
about life,
life.
but we're doing
Like
mindless
it's so
activities.
deadly. It's like, yeah. Basically, we're learning how to multitask as guys,
Real shit. But it's fun
but
at the same time.
apparently we can multitask. But like, games is one thing where guys multitask. Like
Facts,
my brain
100%.
my brain is all over the place when we're talking about games now. In this game, I've learned a lot from it.
This game,
Turns you into something else,
I've
fam.
never made friends with people more than this game. Like, shout out my nigga Harry, shout out my nigga Gabe.
Facts, Harry. Shout out my nigga.
These
Fucking
niggas, like,
Gabe and Harry,
I
Chris.
have these niggas on fucking Instagram. Yeah, shout out my nigga Chris too. I have all three of them on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
These are my niggas, bro. Like, from a game.
Different countries.
Me, Gabe, Harry,
Gabe's
Chris,
from
all of us
States.
together, we've been robbed,
Mhm.
assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
Our animals and fucking babies have been murdered in front of us. We've been through shit, man.
We've
We
been
killed
through shit with
niggas.
those
We killed
guys.
niggas too, but we got fucked
I'll
up. my
ride for
nigga.
those guys right now. They don't
That's
even
why,
know.
watch when we get to the Gabe story, because shout out to him, man. It's different. It's different.
Facts.
At this point, Kale and Chris kind of weren't fucking with us, and cause we kind of had differences, cause we wanted, like, they wanted more. At this time, you couldn't do like tribe shit to where, like, you can touch this and you can't touch that.
Right.
Like,
there
you
was
couldn't
no
do it
control over
properly.
certain things.
So, like, it was just kind of weird because they would, like, have their own section and we would have our own section, and
Mhm.
we weren't like a tribe as a unit.
Exactly.
We weren't
how
working
we were.
together. It was like, yo, I have my shit and you have your
Don't
shit.
touch my shit.
Yeah, you know.
It got
and
like
then
that. Yeah.
Somebody might
Roommates. We were roommates.
Yeah, we're roommates. We ended up splitting up, and then they went off into their troll venture. And shout out to them because they're gonna come into a big.
They come
a
back
big
into
play.
our lives
the
later.
So at this point, we're just doing our thing, and, like, we keep getting rated by Mamory, hashtags, DP, and we're kind of just fed up, bro. We're just like, yo, fuck you niggas, dog. And then we're just minding our business, but they would just come always attack us because it was probably fun to them because we would talk shit too.
Yeah.
And at this time, they had the Pteranodon, and you can upgrade your movement speed this time for your birds, which was so fucking ridiculous. The Pteranodon could soak all my turrets bullets because, first of all, I only have like 50.
And they're
each
so
turret.
fast.
They're so fast.
They're not even gonna
The
hit.
bullets don't even connect. He just does circles around my base, and all the turrets just empty. We end up killing catching them slipping, doing all that shit.
Yeah.
Then they're like, "Yo, you guys are KOS," and they're the alphas, all three of them.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That we're KOS now.
Yeah.
We just embraced it. We turned our tribe name to KOS,
Yeah.
and everybody was facing that. We would be riding a boat, and niggas would land their Pteranodon on our boat, grief us, and
Grief us. Yeah.
come through and do some gay shit. This is when Mamory, hashtags, and DP were all allies, and then we stopped playing. We stopped playing for, I don't know, a month, two, maybe even longer, because we're like, yo, this shit is fucked up, man. Fuck this game, bro. These guys are ruining this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then during that time, hashtag snaked Mamory and became the alpha of the server. That's a whole new story in itself, but hashtags went from being the underdog to the alpha now. And now we're coming back into the game. And this is where the City of Light starts.
We were fucking savages. Alphas by our own rights. We didn't need any assistance.
And there's only three of us at this time, mind you. Basically, where we started up was by the mountain. There's a metal mountain by Blue Ob, but it's not the one at Blue Ob. It's like right where the pearls start. It used to be not snow, but now it's a whole snowy area. So we end up basically building there on a little mountain at the base of the mountain. So we end up basically going to this spot. We build up. People kind of forgot about us being KOS and shit. Some niggas end up raiding us. We don't really know that there's a little North Alliance going on at this time. We're kind of just building, but we're in the North now,
Yeah.
and they kind of had their own shit going on. They raid us, and we had just messaged my nigga Harry, that we got introduced to by Chris, and he joined our tribe. But when he joined our tribe, we had just got raided. But then it turns out that Harry knows Reef Smoke from African Militia. He used to be in a tribe with him during the
Okay.
time that we stopped playing, and he basically said like, "Nah, these guys are good. Don't raid them." So we ended up joining the alliance
Through that.
through that. So we were in the
Okay.
North Alliance. We got raided by the niggas that we're in the alliance with now. Because basically they used
Okay.
to kill anyone that joined the North. There was like 4 or 5 of them,
Whoever comes through, they're
and it
dead.
was just
Yeah.
them there. And
Yeah.
hashtags is up on the volcano.
Mm.
So Harry was like, "Yo, these guys are good, bro." So that's when we started being able to build for a week without fucking dying.
Dying. Yeah. Yeah. That's when we were safe.
So tell me about that first base, because this is before the update and all that shit.
Wow.
Hashtags
Well,
tried to raid us, we defend that, all that
that's
shit. You know
true.
what I
I
mean?
remember that one day you guys were calling me to come back online. I couldn't come on time. I only came in at the end where you guys already got in, but I think you got rid of your stuff.
Which?
I can't remember exactly what happened. If you killed somebody
Oh
or you
yeah,
caught
yeah.
somebody slipping.
All right. So the leader of our North Alliance is the beta, and then the third and the fourth and the fifth is in our alliance.
Hmm.
But the alpha is stronger than all 4 or 5 of us combined.
Yeah.
They're on the volcano. They're hashtagged. So they came and tried to raid us, and they were fucking us up a little bit. They ended up finding a little weak spot in our turret defense and shot a rocket off the quets,
Hmm.
broke in through the backside, and then he like flew his pteranodon into that hole, but his pteranodon died, but he got
Okay.
inside the base.
Okay.
So now he's upstairs. I can hear him walking around and all that type of shit. He comes downstairs.
Hmm.
I
I remember
bowl
this is
I bullet his
we
bitch
had that
ass.
tall ass
Yeah,
base.
we
at
had
that
a
time,
tall
yeah.
ass tower, so he's at the
Yeah.
top floor. So we get I hear him breaking through the thing. So
Mm.
I go up to the third floor. He's on the fourth.
Okay.
He breaks through the hatch and then he jumps down and then tries to fucking like shotgun Trey.
Mm.
I bowled his bitch ass. Got him on the first on some Brady shit, fam. Like
Don't
I was
kill
on
me.
point. And remember, bowlers just came out these times.
Yeah.
And then I had a primitive sawed off shotgun, the little 2-shotter.
Yeah.
I ended up finding out he had a fucking Mastercraft pump action shotgun.
And he still didn't body.
He didn't body me because he killed Trey, but Trey's stabbing him and I'm shooting him and I'm running in a circle.
Mm.
And then he kills Trey, but he's still bullied. And I'm just hitting him. I'm
Ah.
like, yeah, chest piece is gone. Boom, I fucking killed him. Took all his shit,
Yeah.
ran into the woods,
And cut with his
storage
shit.
box, dropped that shit in the storage box. He had like journeyman flag, canteen. I never seen a
You
canteen
won
before.
that battle.
Yeah, Mastercraft pump action
Things we never
shotgun.
seen.
Yeah, anything that I had in the base was all primitive, regular shit.
Yeah.
And then they ended up raiding us and getting through, but they never found his shit. And then they just hated us from that. They're like, yo, fuck you guys, blah, blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just took their shit, and we were just enemies.
Okay.
And this is when the update came.
Oh, the update.
Yeah.
Great update. Wiped our whole base.
Hmm.
So we're back to square one.
Anyone that knows ARK knows the snow update came. They wanted to add snow to like a pretty big area of land. Anything that you have built there is gone. You know what I'm saying? So our whole base was in the middle of the fucking area.
Yeah.
So we basically went outside the little barrier that they showed us, because they show you a whole barrier and give you a month to like move your shit.
Mm.
We put vaults on the edge, like at the end of the barrier, so that our base is gonna be gone. But then we have all of our good shit. We could just rebuild. We got like 40,000 metal ingot. We'll just
Yeah,
make some
redo
walls,
that.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So we do that. The update happens, and like 3 or 4 of our vaults ended up still dying anyways because they were apparently too close. But they were outside of the barrier that they showed.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? So we just lost everything. We had to start from scratch. Like it was fucked up because they took the vaults that died were the ones with like the structures in them and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I still had like a good long neck and blah blah.
But
blah.
that
Like,
doesn't
fuck a
matter
long
because you
neck,
want to
fam.
build your house.
Yeah,
right?
like I need my house back.
Yeah.
And it's so fucked up now too because when they did that snow update, they added like the warthogs and the direwolf pack bonus and the U Tyrannosaurus. So like it's so deadly out there now. Even if I want to go place my shit,
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. Like we even tried to place shit and
It
we
took
kept
a long
dying
time.
over and over.
Took a long
again.
time
So we ended
to
up
build that house back there. That was
Exactly.
crazy. That's such a bad like. If you're not a veteran, that's not a good spot to
Yeah.
live.
You're dying of cold. You're dying of starvation because you're hungry because it's cold.
You can't make no
Animals are attacking
air
you.
conditioner. You can't make no fridge. You can't make no certain things. Like you're not gonna survive out
Yeah,
here,
like
fam.
I might go up with four foundations, go up there, place four, die, come back, four foundations, go up there, place four. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Because we're not killing all of them at all. We don't have shit on us. We
Yeah,
only
we
have a
don't have nothing.
spear.
And even though we still have certain things, we're veterans, so we know we don't want to go up there and try to build and die with good shit on us because then it's going to be a struggle to get our bag.
Yeah.
And the wolves just sit there around your fucking bag if you die. And now you're going to be cheese because you're trying to build the base, but you're like, I need my bag with my Mastercraft long neck on. So from here, we end up just saying, fuck it. And we went and built on the pillars right by, down from Spino River by the was it the redwoods and the
Mm-hmm.
swamp and shit? There's
Right
two
near
little
the
pillars.
redwoods. Yeah.
We built on top of that shit, and we just built a ladder all the way to the top of it.
That was good times over
That was
there.
good times too.
I love those times. I can't even lie.
And at this point,
We were banging out with
we
hashtag
had
a lot.
clout at this point because when we separated from Chris and Kale and shit like that, they were still doing their thing on like a. They were terrorizing shit. They were
Mm.
attacking alphas and shit like that, but they wouldn't be killing alphas. They would just like
Kill their team.
yeah, find a weird little glitchy spot and kill your best animal or some shit. And
Mm.
they're just like, fuck those niggas. So they know us. All the trolls don't want to fuck with us because the trolls are our niggas.
Mm-hmm.
The North Alliance knows us, but they don't really like us. They just like Harry. The hashtag still hates us, so they kept griefing us. But people know us
Yeah,
because we were veterans, and when we were up, we never killed low people. I would pull up to South Zone and throw out like full
Mm-hmm.
riot gear to a random nigga,
Yep.
build a nigga's whole base.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
then
another story too. You know what
so
I mean?
many stories, bro.
We meet Gabe, Vape
We meet
God.
Gabe. Yeah, that's when we were at the Redwood.
Yeah, right
That's
there.
when we meet Gabe.
So we're basically building on this little tower, and I'm up there. I'm just like basically I'm going from being a millionaire to just back on the block.
Hmm.
I'm out here. I'm struggling, dying by raptors, no flak. I see a nigga. I'm hungry, dog. I'm hungry. I see a nigga's base and Gabe. You were slipping, my guy. You had a full metal base, but you must have just been building it because you
Yeah.
had two wood walls
Oh man,
on the
no.
first floor, and I had a metal hatchet on me. So
Oh.
I just I broke through your wall. I took all your flak and all your metal. Me and Vape God. I don't remember how I met Vape God, but me and Vape God, we did that, and we were running back to our base, and you caught Vape God. This is why I feel so bad, because Gabe becomes a fucking lifelong friend after this. He's like, yo, you guys are from City of Light, right? Blah blah. I remember you guys. Like he knew us. I don't know how he knew us, but he heard of us before.
Hmm.
And he's like, I just got robbed. Do you see anybody? He didn't even suspect us, and he's talking to us, and I have all this shit in my inventory,
Hmm.
but he doesn't know. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't give it back. I needed it.
Yeah.
I needed it.
But this is what the game made you,
Yeah,
and
the game
I
did
know
this to me, dog.
I know when Gabe hears this because he's gonna hear this. We're gonna send it to you, Gabe.
Yeah,
Don't
facts.
worry.
I'm gonna send this shit to
I
you.
made sure we have to make sure that happens for sure. Gabe knows too. This is what happens when you play Ark. You
Real
turn into
shit.
some savage.
You
I'm
turn
sorry.
into a sick bastard,
it
fam.
it fucks you up. He knows the stories too. We told him how we
I
started.
told him I robbed him too. He knows I robbed him, so I don't think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He
So
knows I robbed
but
him,
he
but
and
he
now
didn't
he's
know
now he's
yeah.
hearing the story.
He knows
what
why I
happened.
robbed
Now he
him
knows
now.
why. So, but yeah, he'll tell you himself. Like, yeah, he's out here. He's on the cut making taming bears for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows that somebody's gonna try and kill this shit. Let me
Facts.
have multiple. He wants an army. I wish he played Atlas with us too, so he could see how much bears are
They're out
out
there.
here.
And that's why I love Gabe too, because if you think about it, until then, we never had a nigga that we knew that was a good neighbor. He was our first good neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
From before that, everyone was always just on some murder shit. We're getting raided. He was right there. He was right under our pillar, just right in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Like he would message and be like, "Yo, you're getting raided right now." Hashtag. Like he would watch hashtags because at this point, hashtags couldn't raid us before. But once we got wiped by the update, they were like, yeah, now we got you. So they just griefed us
Yeah,
over and
yeah,
over and over and over again, bro. Like they would kill us, foundation wipe us.
yeah.
We'd build up, and we were at this point we were playing a lot. I could put up a full metal base, 8 turrets, 300 bullets each, and like 30 plant species all in one sitting with the man. They would come back and just kill us again.
Take everything. Yeah. So we died. I could say 30 plus times.
Oh yeah, 100%. We've got like probably 100 plus bases dying, but we've probably got like 30 plus good bases
Good
dying.
bases. I'm talking about like.
So hashtags was constantly raping us.
Hmm.
One time they actually teamed up. So let me put this in perspective. The alpha had to team up with a beta to come attack us who had just built our
So
base
who's
in
the
one
alpha?
day. See what I'm saying? Because we just only had 3 people in our tribe.
Yeah.
And shout out to my nigga Gabe. This is the highlight.
Hmm.
One time their Quetz was out there doing some bullshit and he pulled up out the cut and shot that nigga with a fucking rocket or two.
Say word.
And because of that, he lost his whole base.
Say
Fam,
word.
we died, and then I was like, I just cut with all my good shit on me, and I ran to Gabe's base, and I just hid my shit in his base. That's how much I trusted him. I put all of my good shit in his base, like, yo, fucking, it's over for me, dog.
Yeah, just
You
take
know
it,
what
bro.
I'm saying? I'm like, yo, just take this, and then literally 20 minutes later, bro, they're outside the base, like, yo, Gabe. I know he's in there. I'm like, come on, dog. You guys really want me like that? I'm not a
Wow.
fugitive, fam. They came and wiped his base.
Shout out to Gabe for taking that out for the man. Fuck.
Shout out my nigga Gabe, dog. He's really.
We got our revenge. It's a new game. All those alphas are gonna get wiped. All you alphas listening on ARK right now. It sucks. I know. It was a great moment in life, but you didn't play the game properly. Sorry. You won. You won. No, I'm not gonna say you didn't win. You beat the game.
Oh yeah.
You did everything in the game
You
that's
won
possible
Arc
to
1.
do.
You won Arc
We
1.
never got to do that.
It's different. That's why see. I'm trying to even see if I should hop on Arc 2. You know what I mean? But yo,
We'll see
I
how
think
it
I think
is.
we might have got a little bit shit confused because after this we go back to City of Light again, and this is when we build up the furthest we ever built up.
Mhm.
This was when we were in the North Alliance.
Yeah.
I don't think we got into the North Alliance before.
I think we're having ties in the North Alliance because we have
We had
Harry.
ties. But
He
Harry
was the person
Harry
that-
wasn't with us on. Oh no, was Harry with us on the pillar? Oh no, he was.
He was.
He was. He
Harris was
he
there.
Was.
That's what I was saying. It was you're saying 3, but it was 4 this time. This
Yeah,
time,
shit.
City of Light. That's us 4. That's with Harry.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
You're right though.
Harry's a part
we
of
just
our
fucking we done
crew,
so
fam.
much. It's hard to jog.
I
my
can't even
memory, too.
remember when Harry came in. To be honest with you, but when he came in, that was like he's the guy for that one role. He's gonna knock you out. He's gonna politic. He's gonna build. He's gonna
He's gonna
fucking
get dragons. He does
do
he
whatever
did, he
it
did a
needs to be
lot.
done.
He did a lot.
the hard shit to do. He was
Yeah.
doing that shit.
Yeah, facts.
On the low.
I never even
'cause
got
remember,
a dragon before. He got dragons. and
remember,
shit.
we're only on Eastern time. He's dealing with the second. When we go to sleep, that's
He's
Harry.
on. We're doing shifts. Sometimes if we're bleaching, we might play with him for
I
like
was
an hour
I
or
was the
two.
only one who would like play late into or be
Yeah.
you guys or me, depending.
Like you
But-
might stay up late, then I wake up at 2 p.m. and then he's on.
I'd
It's like,
stay on longer just so I can play with Harry.
Yeah.
So he feels like, yeah, we're still a tribe. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, because sometimes you might want to get off, but he logs on. You're like,
I
"Oh,
can't
fuck it."
leave,
Yeah,
bro.
You know
I'm-
what
I-
I'm saying?
This is our guy, bro.
That's
I have
my
to stay
broski.
another 2-3 hours just so he knows, like, yo, I'm out here.
Yeah,
dog.
facts.
Do what you can when I'm gone, because I know it sucks playing this game alone.
It
It really
does.
does.
It
By
does.
yourself, this game kind of really sucks, bro.
Like Harry
bro.
came in clutch. So then after this, we went from the pillars back to the original spot, City of Light, where we got wiped from the update, and we built basically the same type of base that we had before, but we ended up getting way further than we ever could have. At this point, niggas kind of respected us. We were back in the North Alliance. Niggas respected us. People came from different servers and tried to raid us.
Mm-hmm.
We were undefeated, my nigga. Like,
Undefeated.
every time we never raided too much because we didn't have a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to defense, it's over for you because we don't even. First of all, we don't care if our animals die. But second off, we don't even have a lot of animals. You know what I have? Machine gun turrets, rocket turrets,
But we had a lot of
bullets,
animals too.
turret towers. Before there was 100 turret limit, we had a tower with 100 turrets on it with 8 generators. We're killing dragons and gigas with fucking 150 prime meat tamed rexes. Fuck birthing. It takes too much time.
Yeah.
I'm out here. There's rexes everywhere. I'm killing shit. And we
Yeah,
got clips
facts.
of that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We survived many wars just straight off of just us three. Dire wolves.
Pistol kills
You know what
during
I'm saying? Just
wars.
straight like we play Rainbow Six, we play Call of Duty. Like I shoot, and if I do have a Giga, we did have a Giga actually at one point, but we ended up not being able to use it. A nice little third generation Giga. But if it's war, he's coming outside.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving him inside because I'm scared he's gonna die. If my shit dies in battle, it
It's a
dies
soldier.
properly.
Yeah.
If I have an Anki and my Anki dies while I'm getting metal, that's what's supposed to happen. Now, if you walk off a cliff and kill my shit randomly, then yeah, you gotta go get me another Anki.
Yeah, facts.
But if it'd be like, yo, I was getting metal and it fucking died, fuck it, fam. That's what happens. There's fucking.
Did you
raptors
get the
and
metal from its body
That's
and
what I'm
go run
saying.
back home? All right, then
Exactly.
you're
Did you
good.
get the saddle? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
we're
saying?
blessed. Then you can take the next
That's
one.
the
That's
type
light
of,
work.
yeah, that's the type of tribe we are. Like, I'm not sweating losing or dying because that's what happens in this game.
Yeah, facts.
We're just being molded into being savages.
Yeah, that's what happened to us in this game. To the point where now, if we play it, like as soon as I hop on, it's I got my shit ready. Like, you can't fuck with me. If you're a regular guy, you seen that I have a clip of that too. This guy thought and if you watch the whole clip, you notice I'm comfy. I'm going in and out of my crib. I'm doing my thing. Whatever happens, happens.
So
but I'm
let me
ready.
say this for the niggas that didn't see the clip, because it's gonna be playing right now. This nigga thought he was nice, you know. Broski has the little naked skin on, so he probably didn't think he had flak on. I think he was like a level 60 something, so he's not shit. He's high enough level to know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
So he bowled Broski, as you can see. He shot him twice, but the shots weren't doing enough. He pulled out the spear or the pike. He thought he could do something with that. Then he was like, damn, this nigga's really hugging right now. Pulled out the sword, hit him up. And mind you, Broski's still stuck in the bola right now. Once he got out the bola, the rest was just, yeah, fam, what do you, come
Sword?
on, fam. Yeah, Broski killed him in like 5 hits. He's in the chat like, what the fuck, fam? You're cheating. Nah, nigga, that's called veterancy.
Yeah.
What's your armor looking like? What is it, primitive? I got ramshackle or fucking.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Like-
saying? Like, I'm out here, fam. What's your health?
Your health?
What's your fortitude?
200.
Yeah, like, that's not enough. It's not
Come
enough.
on, man.
So basically, from this point on, like, this whole era right here is, we can tell so many fucking stories from this. We could do that. This would, like, this era right here, we have to get me, you, and Trey
Mm-hmm.
and Harry or some input for just, like, there's so many stories we can
There's
tell from
too
here.
many,
So
like-
I don't want to go off into that because it's already probably long as hell.
Mm.
But this was the era where we got our furthest. The furthest we had tech shit, but not because we got tech shit. Like, we got to the point where we were birthing babies constantly, 2nd
Mhm.
generation shit,
Mm-hmm.
turrets everywhere, metal. Like, just picture 6 months of just never being attacked, and we can get so much in one day. So, like, we're up.
Yeah.
It got to the point where it was just it was just all work. It wasn't even fun anymore.
yeah, it
So-
got sad.
You
To
know what
be
I'm saying?
honest.
And we didn't have a big enough tribe to go do server raids or do.
This is why we built or Trey built a new base so that we can start recruiting people so
Exactly.
that they can maintain our base so that we can keep our base
Exactly.
without having to keep our base.
So basically, what he's saying right now is we wanted to make like, basically we had a lot of shit in our base, but we were scared of insiders. We didn't want to get murdered. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it had just done an update where, like, the tribe management shit was way better now.
Yeah.
So we could start inviting people into the tribe, and we could say, nah, you can't even come into our main base. You can't ride this animal. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So we made an entire another base, which was actually better than our actual base with everything you need. Fucking chemistry bench, fabricator,
Mhm.
industrial forge,
Mhm.
machine gun turrets, everything you fucking need, my nigga. Like, we gave you the basic animals, the Anki,
Yep.
the berry getter, the thatch getter, the wood.
Helicopter platforms
Yeah,
for your
helicopter
tames.
platforms so that you could land your quets on the helicopter platform and then just drop your Anki right next to the forge. Like we
Hmm.
basically we didn't like joining other tribes, so we wanted to make it as fun for people to join our tribe and not.
Have to stress like how we stressed when we
Yeah,
were
like
playing this whole that whole story you heard. All that stress, we would have never done that to anybody if we were the alphas
facts.
of this game. We would have let people build so we can have big ass wars in the fucking
Yeah,
tournaments. Remember that one server we were on where they had a arena where people would just drop in and you could fight. We can have taverns where you can
exactly.
go in and turn up and drink with other people that you don't know. Like, I guess 100 people on the server.
Because it's fun too. Like
Yeah,
we
dog.
basically we want you to join our tribe, but we don't want you to feel like we're assholes and that you can't use our shit. But realistically, Ark is such a savage game. The only reason we don't want you to touch our shit is because we work so hard for it. We don't want to die from you just being an asshole and just deleting my shit because you're a fucking
Yeah,
12-year-old and whatever.
yeah,
So we
exactly.
want you to be in our tribe and not touch our shit, but we want to give you everything that we have. So if you fuck that up, it doesn't really hurt us.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just like, all right, you fucked up the. Now you're out of the tribe. We'll just build you another chemistry bench or for the
yeah.
other
Facts.
guys.
Yeah,
You know what
facts.
I'm saying? But we want you to still have fun. Like if I don't want you to be like, yo, I wanted to get some metal last night, but you guys weren't online. I couldn't use the Anki. Nah, you should have your own shit, and you should have a fucking high level one so you're not dying because it's
Yeah,
dangerous out here.
exactly.
So
If
we were in the.
where we were living is too deadly.
It's
Like you
too
have to be
deadly,
on
fam.
point to live here too.
We used to take the fucking the beaver out to get wood, but it was like a level 50 beaver, and we would have three saber tooths and two dire wolves following him on fucking attack my target, so I could just get wood, and
Hmm. We were
the shits would
protected
just.
even when we were fucking farming.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, we were getting to the point where we were gonna start going on Reddit and looking for people to join the tribe, right? And at this point, there was no 100 turret limit. Like basically we were getting to the point where we were gonna be fucking unstoppable. And if we had people in our tribe, we were probably gonna take over hashtags and fuck the North Alliance. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was gonna be bad. But
Yeah.
life happens, niggas got kids, we're working and shit like that. And at the same time, like I'd be lying if I say I couldn't hop on Arc. I don't got no kids and shit. But sometimes it's like fuck, I don't really want to hop on no more because it's like a job. It's not like me back in the day when we're painting and we got the Sarco
Hmm.
and shit. Nah, like I'm logging on and I'm the guy now. I'm not even worried, fam. Like I'll won't even play the game for 2 weeks and log on. I'm like I know we're blessed.
Yeah.
That's light,
Yeah. It got
niggas.
to that point. It was bad.
And because of that, we actually ended up stopping playing,
Hmm.
and we stopped playing for probably a couple months. And then I think Ashton went online, and we actually got raided by the leader of our alliance. And the funny thing is, yeah, shout out to you, Reef Smoke, bitch ass nigga. It's funny because Reef Smoke,
Ha.
I used to tell Reef Smoke, yo, back in the day when me and Reef Smoke, this is a whole nother story, but back in the day when me and Reef Smoke were in the slums in South Zone, we used to hate hashtags and we used to always say, yo, when we get big, we're gonna kill those niggas. And once we got big, he bitched out and didn't want to kill these
But
niggas.
he was willing to kill us.
He was willing to kill us. But it was funny because when we stopped playing, I was like, yo, you know what? We haven't played in like a month or two. Let me just log on and give everything to Reef Smoke because I know he's like serious about the game. So I'm like, fuck it, let me give him all that shit. And then it turns out he actually raided us and took all that shit. He killed our fucking level 300 Giga, which he gave to us. My
That's
T Rex
crazy.
had a fucking baby with his T Rex, my nigga. Like, you know what
That's
I'm saying?
crazy.
I used to bring my T Rex
You
over to
guys
his crib.
had kids and they had kids together and you killed
That's what I'm
those
saying,
kids?
fam. And from then,
Damn, nigga.
from then we've never, from then we've never been as up as we have ever. You know what I
No,
mean?
no.
Alphas are running shit. People aren't even online like that no more.
Oh, Ark?
We
I'm
die in
sorry.
a week or two because there's a tribe full of 70 sweaty niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Ark now is probably the most toxic game you'll ever play. If you want to play a game and feel bad about yourself or feel angry about other people, that's the game to play right now. Sorry for the creators. Shout out to the Ark creators, but fam, you guys need to understand what a game is. You had it. You had it right there. You had the fucking best game ever. This kid got awards. This could have been. I'm talking bigger than League of Legends. I'm talking bigger than fucking Dota 2. I'm talking bigger than any MOBA, Warcraft 3. Sorry, PUBG. I can go on. I could go on Xbox, PlayStation 5. I can fuck you guys all up on this one game. That's how bad this. That's how good this game is. It
And
beats all games. I don't. We
yeah,
didn't play any other game. 2K. How many years?
facts.
How many years, bro? 2K. We didn't start playing 2K until
Until
2K
after,
20,
yeah, yep.
2020.
2K20, and at the end of it too, like we played it for like 2 months, and then
We weren't
like
playing
yo,
2K like
the
that.
thing with Ark is just like you were saying, they had it. They had it. Like we didn't really explain because these are all separate stories we can do after. Because I'm already thinking of beer topics right now. But as we grew up, like we just brought you through the beginning to the end, but like in stages with no detail. I could tell you a podcast for 2 hours for each stage. And by the time we got to the end, there's no more spears. And like when we first started, the highest thing you could get was probably like a rocket launcher and some auto turrets. Now we got fucking Iron Man flying out here in a tech suit, literally Iron Man, jetpack, shooting lasers at a nigga.
And we got fucking Transformer Zords out here.
You know what I'm saying,
Okay.
fam? That is not cool, fam. That is not
Transformer
cool.
Zords. So the Giga that you thought was super big, never mind that. There's a Tyrannosaurus that's bigger than the Giga that kills Gigas, but
Oh,
we're
the
not even
Titanosaur?
Titanosaurus. Sorry,
Titanosaur. He
we're
could
not even
step
talking
on your
about.
metal base.
He could step on your base and just destroy
Destroy it.
everything. But
But
never
you can
mind
only
that
tame it
nigga.
for 24
Bigger
hours.
than that guy, there's Titans.
Yeah,
Okay.
it started getting weird, bro.
So they're bigger than everything. They're bigger than the fucking map. I don't even know if your computer or system can even handle seeing one of those things because the amount of
Facts.
lag when there's a lot of tames and there's an actual battle, you'll understand what lag is.
See, that's a topic right there too. Like with Ark, fam, like as great as everything sounds, the battle isn't actually as beautiful as you think it would be. It's way funner when it's two wood bases against each other with like a raptor and some spears because there's no lag. When
Exactly.
we get to these big raids and shit, well, that's why I didn't like raiding people too, because there was a time when we tried to defend our base and go raid, and we just lagged out on our quets with
Just
machine gun turrets because they had so much objects and turrets,
fam, it's
and they're
ridiculous.
shooting at the same time.
Just seeing their base can lag you out.
Yeah, their base loading in, like you gotta move in slow while it loads in, or you're just done. It just spikes you, and you're like, oh, we all
Oh,
lagged out. And then now
back
they're
to the
just
main screen.
yeah,
You're logging in again. The team that you're on, that
you fell
shit's
off.
flying.
Yep.
You fell off. You're dead on the
Those guys are
ground.
shooting your shit.
Hopefully,
There's nothing you can
there's no animals around eating your
do.
body.
Yep.
Like yo, it's a harsh game. It's a
It's a
harsh
fucking
game.
super harsh game.
But I
fam.
love it.
I know that's the thing.
It's fucking crazy.
And to be honest, they say Arc 2 is getting back to the primitive type shit. So hopefully they do. Like I don't want it to be primitive. Just put it back to what Arc exactly was when it first started. You can put all the animals and shit. Just don't put like different animals. Like you can even keep a dragon if
Please
you want.
take out the Troodon.
Nah, but you could even keep that. Like keep shit that's actually historically accurate.
True.
Keep dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Don't bring titans and all that shit into there. Like
I
fam,
know we want to go what you call it, space or futuristic, but look at what being futuristic gives you. We're in COVID, all right. Stop trying to do too much. That's a
You know
big
what I'm
lesson,
saying?
right?
Don't do
Stop
that
trying to
too
do too much, guys. You're doing well.
Simple, or what did it say? Less is more.
Less is
fam.
more, all right.
Like I love that game
Fuck.
like that. We can have metal walls. We can have turrets. We can have rockets, my nigga. Just
That's fine.
I don't want lasers and you know what I'm saying.
If you got a fucking alpha who's all teched out compared to a guy who's all alphaed out, original alphaed out,
yeah,
the tech guy does nothing.
it's nothing, fam.
The tech guy's gonna come through in his Iron Man suit
Fucking Iron
and
Man,
blow up
fam.
your whole turret, whatever the fuck you
It's
have. He probably
nothing.
has a fucking barrier for the fucking bullets.
That's what I'm saying,
See what I'm
fam.
saying? Like I'm pretty sure Iron Man has one. He's fucking.
Basically, what they need to do, hopefully for Arc 2, I literally don't know what they could do, and it's gonna be fucking hard. But there needs to be a way, like, to just make it more. I don't know if they have to make more easier to get shit, because that also makes it kind of dumb too. Like I wanted to stick to the foundation it is now, but there has to be a way to make it so that I don't feel so bad when I die,
Yeah.
or niggas can't take over a server. Like as Alpha shouldn't be able to be there, and because he's so sweaty, he can just place metal foundations all over the entire island, so that no one can build, and he has this whole island.
Yeah.
And then he just he foundation wipes you every time you try the game.
Foundation for the whole place, like
Because
the whole server.
yeah,
Like that's crazy.
like we try to get back into the fucking game every time, and we go to work. We, to be honest, I don't know about you niggas, but we build quick. One day,
That's our problem.
that's what I'm saying. As soon as
Unfortunately,
niggas see us, they. But this is the thing though. Not a lot of people play the game.
but that shouldn't be a problem, right?
That's what I'm saying. If I'm doing good, I shouldn't just die. It deters you from the game, and a
Mhm.
lot of people are not playing because of that reason. And because of that, when we build up so big quick, we're noticed immediately,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're dead. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Because niggas they basically just grief everybody.
I don't know. It's unfortunate for the creators of this game. Your game that you made, you didn't have a cap on it. You made it so that we have control, and we took control and ruined your game. I'm sorry for that, man. Like I seen the trailer and it looked fucking crazy. It looked like I'm gonna be in a different tribe with my friends, and just gonna be another tribe, and we're gonna bang out in a field, all of our teams and shooting, and that's what I saw in the
Yo,
trailer. That's
niggas
never
don't
what I
even
did.
want to do that now though.
They don't want to do that.
Niggas are scared to even lose teams. So see what you're saying? You're like, yo, we should have base versus base, whatever. Animals versus animals. That's why we love wars. We're not scared to lose shit because that feeling is what the game is.
Mm-hmm.
But niggas are like, yo, Ashton's about to get big. Let me kill that nigga before we can even have a proper war because he might win.
Hmm.
I want to stop this nigga before he gets big because I don't want to lose my shit, which ruins it for everybody else.
But you're playing the game. It's not real life.
That's what I'm saying though. But you know what's
But they
crazy?
take it seriously.
But you see, I get it though. Because when you get up like that, we've been up like that. You don't want to lose your shit.
No, you
It
don't.
hurts to log in. So I get it. It's basically a safety net. You're like, yo, fuck it. I could literally see Trey Rock being like, yo, if we're super up and nigga, we got close to dying,
Make
one
sure
day,
everybody's
but we
dead.
lived.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, fuck it. Everyone's dead. We're taking over the island before that ever happens again. And
Yeah.
we'd be like, yo, come on, dog. Fucking. What about
It makes
Broski?
sense, though. It makes sense.
Fam, that's why ARK is crazy.
That's why, as much as I hate it, I love it because I get it. You have to be secure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like you can't even trust it.
It's
To
a
let
political
people
game.
live and let people grow and no, I can't because I know if you guys grow and you get together, all you rookies,
You could snake me.
you can roll together and actually take me out
Yeah.
as big as I am.
And it's
And
fucked up
hashtag
because
knew that, and they made sure. Okay, you can have your alliance.
But when I pull up,
I allow you to have an alliance.
yeah, that's the only reason.
That's
we
the
live.
only reason there was an alliance. Hashtag helped us out that one time.
And yeah,
They
shout out to
gave
them.
us-
But they also took the best loot from just for helping us kill one rock golem, which we were gonna kill anyways. It was just
Oh, I don't even care about the loot. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about
Yeah.
when we came back to that server.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure a hashtag member noticed us on, and they came through and
On
they're
the
like,
RG?
"Yo, on the RG."
I forget his name. I think it was
They-
actually Jane.
They
too.
rolled and helped us get an RG.
Yeah.
They didn't give us an RG, but they helped us get an RG, which was day one.
They did.
It was
And you
it
know what
was
the crazy
our
thing
ops.
is? But you know what the crazy thing was?
You know what I'm saying?
That was our ops, but it was one of their brethrens that just joined. Like he just started playing ARK.
I
Like
know.
he just
He
happened
didn't
to be
know.
in their tribe, and
He
he's,
didn't
he's
know.
like, "Oh, say word." He helped us out.
He didn't know.
It was.
But at the end of the day, could you imagine the feeling knowing that hashtag this is the equivalent of all of that ARC story we're showing you. We actually have a name for ourselves in that server to the point where people
And-
come and help us. We didn't even need to do
We
too
went
much.
from getting destroyed all the time to, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
To the point where even though Plur took our shit, broskies were coming through saving us
You know
because
what I'm
we
saying?
saved the server
That's
at
what
the
I'm
end of the
saying,
day.
fam.
At the end of the day, the lowest people in the group in KOS for this server
We came out here.
protected the server to the point where even the
and
alphas
and the
and
trolls,
all the North Alliance, all
yeah,
the trolls, everybody
was
fucking
fucking with
was
us.
fucking with us until we left.
But we
Because we
we
left,
only got that respect because we defended ourselves every time, and we
and
talk
we
shit to
never were
everybody.
scared. We were
See,
never
this is
scared,
this is
fam.
how deadly the game is. That just from you saying that, it's like we had to go. Just remember when Broski pulled up and helped us get the RG. The whole
Mm.
time we're sticked up. We don't even feel easy. This is the type of
No,
game where
we were
a
not. We
nigga.
were not easy when he
That's what
came
I'm
through.
saying. Like
We're
this,
like, yo, is
this.
he gonna kill us?
That's what
Fuck.
I'm saying. This is the game where fucking you can join a nigga's party and literally lie to him like it's a personal thing. You could be
Yep.
like, yo, fam, me and Trey had a nigga join our party. He's like, yo, you guys looking to buy this? Trey pulls up to buy that. And then I'm watching on the roof with a fucking long neck because I'm like, yo, he's moving kind of sus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Trey pulled up naked because he knew.
I,
And it was fucking
if I
Joe.
have
It was
some shit,
Joe. It was fucking Joe, my nigga. And everyone that plays ARK knows there's a nigga named Joe, but there was one nigga named Joe on 60. He was different. He was the fucking best troll I ever seen in my life because he was nice, but he wasn't nice enough to like do any too much damage to you.
yeah.
But when he pulls up, he's like John Wick or some shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's down there, then all I see is him knock out Trey,
Oh shit.
rob him for the shit that he brought to him. Then I'm like, I'm shooting at him. He pulls up on his Terra, tries to cook me, but we had plant species, sauced him up real quick. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But that's ARK, fam.
Yeah.
You can't trust shit. You're worried. Everything in real life happens at ARK.
Yeah.
And we only got our respect from dying so much.
Yeah. Crazy. As soon as you leave your doors on ARK, you can fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
You can fucking die, man.
In ARK, when you come in the base, if you do like a metal run, you're coming in, you bring some metal into the smithy, and you don't close the front door,
That's a
you
bad
might
thing.
die.
Yeah.
I've had a nigga watch me from the cut while I'm doing a run the whole time. And then he comes, he watches me run into my base slow because I'm encumbered, open the door. He's like, boom, knocks my bitch ass out, and now my door is open. He doesn't have to break nothing. He just robs me, kills my bed. It's over.
You gotta be careful if you want to play a game, especially if you're a kid. You can't really handle that one.
Facts.
It's gonna hurt you.
Shit.
A lot of parents are gonna be complaining to some adult on the mic.
You know what I'm
Why
saying?
did you kill my son's tame?
You can't play that game unless
ma'am.
you're ready.
Ma'am, this is a PvP game.
Tell him to join PVE if he doesn't
Tell
want
your
no
kid
smoke.
to switch to PvE so he can only play with the little monsters and dinosaurs, okay?
Facts.
On this one, there's people across the world who don't give a shit.
Facts. And it's different. It's different, bro. Like, this game, you gotta play it as an adult. Like, I'm a fucking grown person and I still get hurt.
Yeah.
So if you're not ready,
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt.
Can you
fam.
imagine? Like,
It sucks.
it hurts.
It sucks, fam. So what about ARK 2? You think you're gonna play it? Harry said he wants to play it. He wants to try it out at least.
Okay.
He was reminiscing on the old days.
You can't say no more.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, we got a new
We got
recruit.
a young recruit over here.
You know
He
what I'm
said
saying? He wants to
he
play.
wants to join. And the funny thing is, or I guess that doesn't matter, but on Trey Sean's account on ARK, he's nice right now.
Yeah,
'Cause
he
Trey,
is nice.
Trey
He's
leveled
already
it
has
up
a
and
high
shit.
level. Trayshawn already has a high level character. He doesn't even know.
Yeah, it's a young prodigy right here. I'm actually deciding if I want to introduce my nephew to this game because it might ruin his soul.
I
Because
know.
that's how much it hurts.
I know,
Obviously
this
not in a
game is
deadly
different.
way, but
But like he does. No, it's not about the
see,
clan.
he's all
He has
cheerful
no
and nice
idea.
right now, but it
It
gets
changes
scary.
you. It changes you. I don't
as
want
a
to change
man.
his pure heart.
Shout out my nigga Poppy Chulo too, cause I was his nigga from PUBG. Good guy, fuck with him heavy. But once he came to ARK, there's a couple things. It was like I was a veteran and he was not a veteran, but we were on different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he kind of killed a couple of my teams. He thought it was funny, but on accident.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about gigas and shit, and he seen a Gigantopithecus.
Okay.
He was joking around, right? So he dropped the Gigantopithecus in front of all the tames that I was taming,
Okay.
and he's like, "I dropped a Giga," but he thought it was passive. But he
A
thought it was
Giga?
funny because it's called a Giga. It's a Gigantopithecus, so it says Giga in the beginning.
Okay.
So he thought it was funny, but it's territorial. So
Yeah.
it just locked on to everything, and it was just like started punching all the shit that I was taming at the same time, and then he kept trying to pick it up, ran out of stamina. We all died, lost the RG2, everything, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna log off, and I just turned my Xbox off.
Yeah.
And Gabe kills me. I come back after Gabe's just dying. He's like, I knew you were pissed.
Because Gabe, that's what I'm saying. Gabe knows, bro. He
Yeah.
knows how deadly this game is.
But yo, I can't hate on him because he was just a noob though. But we
Yeah.
were starting from like in the mind on a veteran level, but he was still on the lower level. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what it's like to be on the beach in South Zone. We were starting from metal and we were in that nigga's tribe and shit, right?
Yeah.
So he's learning mistakes that we would have done back in the day too.
We have lots of stories of that too.
You know what I'm saying?
The raft. Fucking. I've had multiple times. Call all in the fucking in the dino pen.
Oh my god!
I've done it. I did it. It
They're
was
all
dirty.
just staring at
It
you.
was dirty.
All the
I was
birds.
lagging like a motherfucker. You were lagging. Everybody was lagging, dog.
And
We
you
couldn't
can't lie
move.
though, low key, like we get it, but sometimes it happens, and like in your body, you're like, fuck.
It hurts, dog.
And
You're
now
like,
we all have to like, you know what I'm saying?
individually each. Do you know how much fucking things we have in
You know
this
what I'm
shit, dog?
saying, dog?
This is ridiculous.
But that's like, what do they call that? Not third world problems, but like real world problems. I don't know. I'm definitely fucking that up.
I don't know.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we're like millionaires at this point, so that's something that a millionaire would have a problem with. But when
Like,
you're
a
Navi,
lowly stone house won't have a problem with that.
yeah, because they only have like 2 tames. You know what I'm saying? We got dragons and shit flying everywhere.
Dragons and all of the
And
pterodons.
you know
up
how it
top.
goes. Facts. We have to
Holy
repark
shit!
everything.
Repark everything.
Because you have to have it parked like that. Because if you don't park it properly, the dino pin's not big enough for all the animals. If
Yeah.
you just have them wild, you can't run around.
You
them
can't
like
even
that.
move.
Yeah, so you have to
You
like
have to duck underneath certain
birds
guys.
up top.
You know what I'm saying?
Then the Rex is getting stuck on like his legs via quets or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
But yeah, shit. What are we at right now? Oh, we're at 2 hours and
Oh
13.
shit.
Yeah, so we should probably stop right there, and then
Okay, fine.
we can see what we have, and then chop it up, and you know what I mean?
Bye, subscribe. What?
Bitch, I'm a dog, I'm on the leash, yeah. She tryna give me a treat.